Now we're going to go over the options in the brown boxes. First, there's list values. Names all of the lists. We'll pick a list. Well, the first one, point. Shows us all the values in the list, in the beginning anyway, because there are 10,000 values in this list. We can use the position pole over here to move around. We'll go to the middle here and we'll see we're near 5,000. We go to the bottom and we're at the end. There's 9,909 offset. We'll go back to the beginning. We'll click the top. Yep. We're going to put in some more numbers. I'll click here and put a 1. Click here and put a 2. Click here, put a 3. I'll put a 4. And I'll put a 5. Now I could have put the numbers in by clicking up here in this little keyboard. Like that. Now those numbers have been entered. Now I can either click E or press enter. Now we'll go to page text. And I'll go to page 01. Here's page 01. I can add some text to it. Well, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That text was added to it, and here you can see there's 2,048 characters can be placed on this page, page 01. To leave, we'll press enter. Now are the list and page names. Lists and pages here can be renamed to something else. They're not very descriptive when it just says list 17, so this allows you to say what list 17 does. Well, here the first list name is point. We're going to change that to point-A. And then we're going to go over here and say enter. But first, notice over here, it uses the name point. Well, now when we click enter here, all of a sudden they all say point-A because we changed the name. The next is the program names. Well, here's subprogram 5. We could totally change that, or we could just add to it, this is it. Oh, you know what? We're in subprogram 2, so why don't we change it also? Say, this is 2. Now when we press enter, notice the subprogram has now changed. Subprogram 2, this is 2. So we changed the program name. Now, variable names can also be changed. Right now, they're all have the name that they start with when the program was made. But we can go to this one. We'll say this is task-number. And we'll take the rest of it out of there. Now, any place in the program that refers to var1 will now have the name changed to task number. We enter that. Now, every label that you see, here's AA, AB, AC, all of them can have a comment associated with them. I'm going to click on comments here, and you'll see AA has the comment, period, polygon 4. Well, here it is, right over here, polygon 4. Well, to show that we can change that too, we'll go over here. C-H-A-N-G-E-D, changed. Look, it instantly changed. It now says polygon 4, changed. The reason these comments have a period in front of them is because they're also used as routine names. This routine over here, subprogram 2, tab number 1, which is 201, has this name And you can find that name in a routine list that we'll come to later. That's comments. And the next is captions. These are captions for ask or tell prompts. You'll learn about that at some time, but they're ask and tell prompt captions. You'll notice at the end of them sometimes they have a number. That tells the prompt how many digits the user can enter in that prompt. We'll get the prompts later. Those were captions. Now we'll go to display registers. Here it shows all of the registers, including the return line numbers for each register. Register can have return line numbers. We'll learn about that later. Press enter. There can be notes. Here's where you enter notes. And when you say note 1, it's going to put note number 1 into the blue note box. Here there are no notes. There can be up to 10 notes. Here's the control registers. Here it explains what all the control registers are capable of doing. For instance, the X position, the Y position, the width, how tall something is. This just tells you what the different letters are used for. Here it shows you ASCII values. Okay, I always tell you that an A is an ASCII 65. Here you see that in the table. Here is just a sample of the colors and the number associated with the color. White is 999. Black is 000. This chart doesn't go all the way down to black. And here's just an idea of what the numbers are for particular colors. We'll hit return. Font sizes. This gives you an idea of what, if it's an 8 font, it's 10 high, 7 wide. If it's a 60 font, it's 67 high and 48 wide. Gives you an idea what font sizes are like. Here we have build patterns. Now that's a big subject in itself, but we'll click on build patterns and show you. Well, here it says it has a pattern 1, so I'm going to go to pattern 1. Pattern 1 is the witch. You might see these little red dots, and over here are the coordinates for every one of those little red dots. Again, this is something you'll learn later on in another YouTube video. Now, we also saw here at patterns that are already made. Like here's an example of patterns that it knows about. So for these patterns, you don't have to make them in that pattern drawing area. They're already here. Now, there's sounds, and we'll make some sounds. It's where you get to view listen to the sounds. And here's where that was about getting routines. Click here and we can go. By clicking on the comment for the routine, it will take you directly to that routine. And then we can click to leave here. Alright, we went through all the brown boxes. While programming, get information from the glossary by clicking Info. Thank you for watching.